Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today I want to go over a couple altcoins in the Solana ecosystem that I believe, if anyone's looking for quality altcoins on the Solana chain within the different narratives that I think are going to be the hottest narratives this cycle, these are some projects you can definitely take a look at. Now, this is not a video saying go out and buy these, especially not now, as some of them have pumped recently. This is just bringing it to your attention because I think everyone should have broad exposure within their portfolio to cover different narratives, especially since we don't know what's going to run next. But we'll go over that as we go on throughout this video. And as always, nothing I say in these videos are financial advice. And if you guys get value out of these videos, if you guys can consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos, your support means everything. Now, why I'm bullish on the Solana ecosystem? Well, if you look here over the over the 1 year, we saw Solana has had incredible strength just on the 1 year. I mean, Solana, it got all the way down to about $10, $12, I believe, even lower than that, I want to say. And it was one of the first ones to start moving, and it moved aggressively here. Just by the end of the year, it got up over $100. It was a 10x, and then it got to over $200 here recently in early 2024. If we take a look at the all-time high of Solana, it got to about if you look at the all-time high, it was about 260, last cycle. But if we take a look at market cap, it has already eclipsed its previous all-time high market cap already, and we're not even in a full-blown bull market altcoin season. We're just not there yet. I do think that's coming, but the fact that it's already shown this tremendous amount of strength already is one that makes me extremely bullish on the Solana ecosystem. We've already seen Solana projects really start performing over other chains like Ethereum, BNB, even Avalanche for the majority of this cycle so far has felt like it's kind of taken a backseat, stuff like Polygon. So you can understand why I'm bullish on the Solana ecosystem. And there has been talks of the Solana ETF being filed. Now, it hasn't been accepted or approved or announced yet, but if Solana does get an ETF like Bitcoin and Ethereum has, we could see a huge liquidity injection into the Solana ecosystem as a whole, which when that happens, people will be looking for quality projects and altcoins on the Solana chain to invest their funds into potentially. Now, again, this is not letting you guys know, hey, this is exactly how it's going to go down, but that's just my theory behind why I'm bullish on the altcoins we're going to be talking about today. Now, the first one I want to talk about is TARS AI. Now, all these projects we've talked about on the channel multiple times, so I encourage you, if any of these seem of interest to you, go on the channel, find the individual videos covering them, because on them we go into their vesting schedule, into their white paper, into more what the project's about. This video is just bringing them to your attention and to let you know, hey, these are why I'm bullish on these projects. If you want to do more research, I encourage you to do so before investing anything into them potentially. But again, that is all your own decision. Now let's get into it. So TARS AI, why I like TARS AI is that we all know or should know that AI is going to be one of, if not the hottest narrative this cycle. It's already proven to be so by pumping in 2022, 2023, 2024, and with real world, aspects and catalysts, stuff involving like Nvidia and other real world companies. It just makes sense that AI is going to be a triggering narrative this cycle. Now, again, why we're setting ourselves up, or why I believe everyone should have broad exposure to different narratives in the portfolio and not just focus on one specific narrative at this time in the market, is because we don't know what's going to pump next. It could be AI, it could be gaming, it could be real world assets, RWA. That's why you spread your bets a little bit and pick quality altcoins within the different narratives to have exposure. So a couple reasons why I like TARS AI. One, it is, in my opinion, the top quality project in the AI space on the Solana chain. That is my opinion. Let me know if there's others on the chain that you're interested in as well. We've talked about a few in the past, but I like TARS AI. They are backed by the Solana Foundation. They do have, it's an AI infrastructure capable of training AI modules, monetizing data, providing access to powerful GPUs. And we've seen that other projects like GPU, Node AI, other projects as well, that touch on the GPU narrative do pump aggressively. Even though GPU is more depend, it does seem to pump pretty heavily alongside an AI pump. So I do think projects that are focusing on the GPU narrative, part of their ecosystem, will pump alongside AI as well. And DPIN is still a bullish narrative this cycle either way, so it touches on two different narratives. Also, now they don't have their GPU marketplace live yet, but it is coming in the future, which I think could be another bullish catalyst for TARS AI. and they say they're the AI network for Solana. Again, these are all the different things you can do with TARS AI. They're the AI layer for all the Solana applications. It's an AI hub. There's utility for the AI tokens or the TARS AI tokens. And again, with the GPU aspect coming soon, is just another aspect of what makes this bullish in my eyes. Now, that's just a quick recap on what TARS AI provides and what it does. If we take a look at the token here, right now it's been on kind of a tear here recently over the 7 days. Now again, this is a project I was mentioning in the past several times around the 10 cents level. We even made a video and published it about a week ago now when it was hovering around 10 cents, letting you guys know my thoughts about how I thought TARS AI was a quality project. And here we are now witnessing the pump of TARS. If we take a look at it, so coming all the way from 10 cents, if we take a look now, it touched over 16 cents here recently, and it's still at a $20 million market cap. So this is still a low cap, especially within the AI space. Now there is some dilution to take into account, which we cover in that video on TARS AI specifically. There is about, I believe, 4 to 5x, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but watch that video. We'll look into it. There is dilution to be occurring between now and the end of 2025. But again, we don't know when AI is going to run. So we don't know if AI is going to run next month, 6 months from now, 12 months from now. We don't know, but that's why you just take the bets now while nothing is running to get ahead of the potential pumps that could happen in the future. That's my opinion. Obviously, it's on Solana. If we take a look at the exchanges here, we can see it's on Bybit, Gate.io, Mexi, and then the DEXs. So Bybit is a quality exchange, and then Mexi and Gate.io. I do think other exchanges are going to be coming here shortly. If we take a look at their Twitter, again, they say AI infrastructure protocol on Solana, backed by the Solana Foundation. If you take a look, they did go ahead and announce the fact that they're doing huge buybacks within their ecosystem. So 10 million TAI is bought back over the next 28 days, and all the TAI will be used to fuel ecosystem incentives and boost value for their TAI holders. So if you take a look at 10 million TAI, that's about $1.6 million right now that's just going to get bought back over the next 28 days. So buybacks are bullish in an ecosystem. So with all these aspects, especially if someone's looking for a quality altcoin on Solana in the AI narrative, I think TARS AI is a very solid bet in my opinion. This thing did run all the way up to about 28 cents. So we're still 43% down from the all-time highs about 2 months ago. And the all-time low was about 3.5 cents. But again, it's hard to say. This thing has ran significantly here recently, but if you take a look, every time it pumps, there usually is a bit of a sell-off and consolidation, and then it pumps again. I do expect this to happen here again, as we're not necessarily in an AI, craze or an AI run. It's just the overall market has seen a lot of upside here recently. So I think in the short term, this project could maybe go a little bit more, but I would wait for a retracement. Again, nothing I say is financial advice, just giving you guys my outlook and my opinion here. But I definitely wouldn't go chasing a giant green candle of 30% over the 7-day, especially on the 1 day, it's up 16%. That's my opinion though, but we could see this thing get back to 10 cents, especially with the dilution happening in the future. But only time will tell. But TARS AI is definitely my AI altcoin pick on the Solana chain when we talk about low caps and potentially high returns. TARS AI is where I'm going for AI on Solana. As always, and we'll say with all three of these narratives, if there's other projects on the Solana ecosystem, Solana chain specifically for this video that fall into of these different narratives, let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to review them, or we can compare notes, or you can get into the Discord as well, linked below, which is free to join, and you can bring up your projects there, and all of us can have some weigh-in and opinions on it. Now, that's project number 1, TARS AI, for the AI narrative on Solana. Project number 2 is going to be Parcel. Parcel is a RWA play, and again, in my opinion, I believe Parcel is the top quality RWA play on the Solana ecosystem. If we take a look at Parcel, it's a platform that allows you to speculate on rising and falling real estate markets. So obviously that's what a lot of RWA projects do kind of cater towards right now, it seems, is the real estate markets. But I do like Parcel, the fact that you can actually bet or, again, speculate price on different real estate markets. And they have a live in working product and platform, which is huge, as a lot of projects are a lot of hype and kind of just vaporware. But Parcel actually does have a working product they actually get in there and test out and take a look at. If we look at their backers, they are also backed by the Solana Ventures, Coinbase Ventures, Dragonfly, and Archetype. So Solana Ventures is obviously key. We're talking about a Solana project, but the Coinbase Ventures does potentially maybe hint at a potential Coinbase listing in the future later on in the cycle. Now, that's never guaranteed, but that is an aspect that could potentially come if they get a Coinbase listing or more tier 1 exchange listings later in the cycle. Then we could see this be, we could see that as a positive price catalyst to potentially look forward to in the future. Again, the website does look clean here. They have, the FAQs down here. They have different partnerships with other RWA projects like Proppy. That's what you want to see in a project. Are they making partnerships with other projects that fall into their space, or if not directly in their space, do the partnerships make sense? In this case, they do. So that's what you do want to see. Again, we've made a dedicated video on Parcel that you can find on this channel. But if you take a look at where Parcel sits right now, we did recently see kind of a mini RWA pump here recently. So we did see Parcel come all the way up from 16 cents all the way to about 28, 29 cents here. And now we're seeing a healthy consolidation and correction, maybe potentially getting back to about the 21-cent level here over the 1 month. So we could see this project kind of hover around the 18 to 20 cents. But again, only time will tell. But we're seeing a lot of the RWA projects in the space kind of take a healthy pullback. Because again, RWA as a sector did just pump recently in the mini, uptick that we saw in the market. Now, if you look at the alt chart over the last year, this is a newer altcoin as, TARS is and Parcel is. Now, there has been a lot of selling pressure from the airdrop holders, I believe, initially. So that's why I see the chart going down and to the right. I do think that this project potentially does have more room to keep going down. That's my opinion. Again, not financial advice, because we do see there is about a 10x in dilution difference with only 12% of the supply out. Now, if we look between now and the end of 2025, it is hard to find the vesting schedule for Parcel, but we did go over it in the dedicated video on Parcel. I believe there is about a 5x in dilution to be occurring between now and the end of 2025. A lot of that dilution will be occurring in early 2025, so that is something you want to make note of. But again, for an RWA play on Solana, it's a project that I definitely do personally like. If we look at their exchange listings, they are sorted. They have good exchanges with OKX, which is a quality exchange, Bybit, Gate.io, HTX, KuCoin, Mexi, BitGet, and Crypto.com, another tier 1 exchange. Again, their exchange listings are very good in my opinion. So I do expect this project to potentially have a little bit more price action to the upside in a RWA run, especially if we get a little bit more bullish market conditions towards the future later on in the cycle. This is definitely a project that I would trade in the narrative, but because of the dilution, I don't know if I'd be holding this right now for the long term. Wait for the RWA narrative to kick up again. And I do expect, or the Solana ecosystem to kick up as well if we get that Solana ETFs approved. Just with the rumor of the Solana ETFs, made a lot of Solana altcoins pump. So if we get an actual Solana ETF getting approved, I do expect Solana altcoins to pump even further than they did just off the rumor, at least leading up to the day of trading for the ETF. But again, that's only speculating what's been happening in rumors. Time will actually tell what does happen, but Parcel is my RWA play on Solana. Now, that's project number 2. Moving on to the third and final project is OTK. We've talked about OTK so many times, so we're kind of just going to run through OTK because we have so many videos on OTK Octo Gaming on this channel. If we take a look at it, OTK, what it is that it is a mobile gaming hub, gaming app on the Solana on the Solana chain. They do have their app live on the Apple Play or the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. I do have it on my phone personally, and I do play it occasionally whenever I'm like in the airport. I will play it a little bit. It is pretty fun, actually. I personally think so. Their main partners, they have good partnerships here. Bonk, they did have a game go live with Bonk. I think Bonk Run, which did cause this project to pump significantly, about a 2 to 3x in the very short term, matter of days or like 7 days. We'll take a look at it on the chart here. They have a double reward system, which we've covered in the past, where you can actually get in the ecosystem, get in the app. You can win golds. There's soft currency in the game. It's not a crypto. It's a soft currency within the app. and then you can exchange it against physical and digital prizes like gift cards or headsets, since they do have big partnerships, which we'll cover here in a minute. Or if you're good at the games and you want to take part in the leaderboard actually tournaments, you can actually win their OTK crypto currency token, which you can actually just, if you win the OTK token, you can sell it if you choose. So that's a double reward system. Again, when you get into the game, you can download it. It's a free app to download. Doesn't even take a lot of space, I believe. You just download it. You can choose different games. You can choose to bet gold against somebody. It's 1v1s, and you get paired almost immediately. I never have an issue finding matches either, and then you can claim your rewards in golds or OTK. Take a look at their games here. They're just easy to play games, like stuff like Temple Run. Obviously, it's what it's just based off of, or like the War of Meme. Bonk Run was the latest one, I believe. They had the Bonk Run, and then they did have another one, I think, go live, like a soccer game here recently. Octo Jump, that's the one that I really play a lot of, or the one that you go jump and go side to side. I forget what it's called right now, but that's another one I play. Flappy Octo, if you want to have a bad time, just like Flappy Bird. But you get the point. It's a bunch of easy to play games. That's just how it is. The easy to play games, I think, are going to do exceptionally well because they're easier for people to get in, understand, play. They can pick it up for 5 seconds, then put it away. A lot easier for people to get their hands on and understand the concept of the game than it is like a AAA title game or like a MMO where it takes a lot of time and grinding to actually understand the game. That's why I'm bullish on projects that are building simple to play games and mobile games for that same reason. Everyone typically has a phone. Just easier to get access to more players. They have a lot of users, daily users, a lot of reviews, a lot of matches played. So the numbers are definitely there to back up why there's a bunch of reasons to be bullish on this project as a whole. Again, the reviews speak for themselves. If you take a look at their partners and backers, they are also backed by the Solana Foundation. I don't know if you're seeing a theme here by all three of these projects being backed by the Solana Foundation. That is key, in my opinion. They also are partnered or backed by KuCoin, Get.io, Mexi, which makes me believe that they'll get exchange listings with these different exchanges, which we'll cover here in a moment. And then they have a lot of other ones as well, like some of the top NFT projects like DGods, Utes, and then we see Bonk, one of the top meme coins on Solana. So again, goes back to that partnership making sense within their own ecosystem. Then real world companies like Lenovo, Logitech as well. So pretty crazy that they have those partnerships there. And the team is doxed. They do AMAs. You can find them on their Twitter. Also within their white paper as well. So the team has been open about getting more exchange listings because if we take a look at the project, that's the one con in my eyes right now is that they're only on KuCoin, but they have mentioned getting more other exchange listings in the future. They are just waiting for the bull market or the altcoin season to start, which I believe is smart. It actually shows that they're a team that knows and understands crypto because if they got those exchange listings now, like even if it was just Ghetto and Mexi, the price wouldn't benefit a whole lot. It'd probably be a short-term pump, if anything, and then it would just consolidate again. Versus if they do wait strategically for the bull market to properly start and then get exchange listings, that makes a lot more sense because it will have a greater impact on the project as a whole. So I think it is a smart move on them, and I do not fault them for waiting. If we take a look over the 1 month, again, we did see that OTK was getting extremely cheap, and I was yelling on the videos to you guys that it was getting way oversold. It got beneath $5 million in market cap, and then after the Bonk Run announcement and release, it did almost a 3x to almost $14 million in market cap in a very short term. I mean, look at that, the 26th all the way to the 1st, so about 5 days, less than a week there. Very impressive. So it shows that this project does have pumpamentals there, and it does have a lot of people interested in buying the token. If we take a look over the 1 year, obviously we can see that this project has significantly ran. It got up to a $30 million market cap, and then it has taken a healthy retracement since, which I believe is much needed as it ran so much, like over 100x, I want to say, in such a short period amount of time. So it makes sense that it's going to have a healthy consolidation, but I think if you're looking for gaming projects on the Solana ecosystem that are focusing on casual, hyper casual games and mobile, and that seem to pump and respond well to updates that the team puts out and has quality projects, I think that OTK cannot get beat or matched. But again, there's other several quality games, gaming projects and altcoins on the Solana ecosystem. I just personally like OTK the most as far as potential returns for this bull cycle. The dilution, there is some dilution, but it is very minimal, especially when we compare it to other gaming projects in the space. Again, OTK is one of my picks, is my top Solana gaming pick, But that is my opinion, and please let me know in the comments below on all these projects if you would change any of them, if you disagree or agree on them. And if you do so, let me know why. Back up if you disagree and we can have a conversation, or let others know your stance, or if there's other projects that you think should be brought to my radar. Let me know in the comments below, or hit me in the Discord, and then I'd be glad to look them over and potentially make videos on them. Always appreciate the feedback. But again, as a quick feedback, or a rerun or recap, I'm looking at OTK for a Solana gaming altcoin because I think gaming will be hot. I'm looking at Parcel for a Solana RWA play because I think RWA is going to be a hot narrative. Then I'm looking at Tars AI for an AI Solana altcoin because I do believe Solana is going to be the, if not the, one of the hottest narratives this cycle. So these three give you good exposure to potentially the three hottest narratives for this upcoming altcoin season and bull run. Now, again, you can pick other ones. Obviously, these are just focusing on the different projects in the different narratives that are specifically on the Solana chain within the Solana ecosystem. Because, again, coming all the way back to the beginning of the video, I am bullish on Solana. I've never been quiet about that. I've been quite vocal, actually. I do think Solana is going to keep performing this cycle. I think Solana reaches $500 to $800 this bull cycle, and that's without an ETF. If we see a Solana ETF, things are going to get pretty silly for Solana. I personally think so. So I think all the projects within the Solana ecosystem are going to benefit greatly. And when we look across them all, the beauty of these projects is that they're at such low market caps where it wouldn't take much to move them, and they've already proven to have, pump potential as they've shown over the last, couple months here, with Tars AI being at a 20 million, Parcel being at a 27 million, and OTK being at about 10 million. So all very low caps, but again, they're all high risk plays. When you get to low caps, it's high risk. It's risky enough when you already are in crypto, and you're just adding on the risk here. But again, the potential rewards and returns that these low caps can provide are going to outweigh something like just holding Solana itself at an $80 billion market cap. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, again, if you guys are interested in getting into the community, you can join the free Discord linked below. Let me know if you have any issues getting in there. I love everyone that's in there talking to you guys. I try to get more active, but again, life does get busy, but I am trying to be in there a little bit more and get active with you guys. Kind of just bounce ideas off for projects or get opinions on where the market might stand. And as always, if you got value out of today's video, if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.